What are the advantages of studying in young universities? What is remarkable about the Medical University of Sweden apart from the fact that it awards Nobel Prizes? What Spanish university do international students choose because of its proximity to the sea? When choosing universities for further study, abroad students most often think of universities in large cities and give preference to those educational institutions that are always on hearing. And it can be understood. After all, if an educational institution is known everywhere, then most likely it's worth studying in it. But nevertheless, there are other universities not as popular as their counterparts, but not of less quality education-wise. In this video, we present to your attention the top 5 underestimated universities of Europe where you can also enter and get a really high-quality education. The University of Milano-Bicocca in Milan, Italy, the cousin of Statale University in Milan, which is also the second state university of Milan, is a very young educational institution. The university was founded in 1998 but has already managed to get into the top 100 best young universities according to Times Higher Education in 2014, where it was ranked 21st globally and first among Italian universities under the age of 50. Unlike Statale University, here there is no feeling that you're studying within the walls of a very old institution reminiscent of Hogwarts. Instead, everything here is modern and innovative. Not even all students know that Bicocca has its own underground citadel, where the latest scientific laboratories are located. For example, Eurocold, European Cold Laboratory facilities, one of the largest and up-to-date cold laboratories capable of reaching temperatures up to -50°C in order to preserve and study ice from Antarctica, Greenland, and the Alps. They did not bypass innovations regarding examination sessions. While sessions in the majority of Italian universities are still held orally, Bicocca has already implemented written exams via computer. Usually, the exam is divided into two parts, a test and a detailed answer. In order to move to the second part of the exam, the student must score at least 18 of 30 test points. Such a system allows not only to save time when passing and checking exams, but also to be sure that the teacher will not be biased. During a test, they don't see students' names and surnames, and therefore the grades are as objective as possible. If the student does not agree with the score, he can request passing the same exam orally, and in this case, there must be a so-called witness along with the respondent who can prove that everything was either fair or not. The university is located on the periphery of the city, and 30 years ago there was almost nothing here. Now the area has turned into a real student city. Apart from more than 15 educational buildings, there are also student dormitories, canteens and bars, a sports center and a stadium, a theater, and the space with modern exhibitions. Also near the university is the Bicocca Village shopping center with shops, cafes, restaurants, a cinema and a fitness center. The area continues to develop and residences keep on building near the university's territory. The Karolinska Institute in Solna, Stockholm, Sweden. The university is the largest medical university in Sweden and one of the largest medicine-related universities in Europe. It was founded in 1810 by the decree of the Swedish King Charles VIII. The need to create a medical educational institution became obvious during the Finnish-Russian War, when an acute shortage of Swedish military surgeons was discovered. But just a year later, the university received a license to train not only surgeons but also general practitioners, and in 1895, according to the will of Alfred Nobel, the Karolinska Institute received the right to award the Nobel Prizes in psychology and medicine. Among famous graduates of the university are Herbert Oliver Krone, one of the founders of neurosurgery, Lars Laxell, founder of radiosurgery, Eva Klein, the immunologist recognized as one of the discoverers of natural killer cells. There are also many university graduates among Nobel laureates. Theodor Axel Hugo Theodor, who received the prize for his discoveries regarding the nature and mechanisms of action of oxidative enzymes. Alf von Euler, the winner of the 1970 prize for discoveries concerning humoral transmitters in the nerve endings. Thomas Lindell, who received the Nobel Prize in 2015 for his research on the mechanisms of DNA repair. The Karolinska Institute is often referred to as the University of the Future. This is what the representatives of the admission of the university thought about a few years ago when they adopted a plan to breathe new life into the common areas of the Karolinska Institute. For a team of architects and designers took on the transformation, turning ordinary corridors and passages into book rows, gardens and reading rooms. The goal was to create a home far from home so that students could easily rest between classes. The University of Montpellier, France, is one of the oldest universities in the country, which is located in the French eponymous city and is a member of the Coimbra Group, an association of European universities. Their goal is to establish relations and coordinate the educational process in line with European-wide educational policy between the oldest universities in Europe. As of today, the university consists of 3 independent universities. The main subjects in the first one are law, economics, ecology and medicine. It's natural sciences for the second one, and the third one consists of several scientific and educational faculties: arts, literature, philology, mathematical sciences, etc. The history of the university dates back to 1180, when the ruler of Montpellier, Guillaume VIII, allowed the training and teaching of medicine in the city. In 1220, the first medical faculty in the city was founded, and from 1260, lawyers began to appear in Montpellier. 20 years later, it was possible to study at the university not only medicine and law, but also theology and philosophy. During the French Revolution, the university was abolished, but most of the teachers still continued to conduct their activities underground. Among the students once studied at the university were such outstanding personalities as the writer François Rabelais, William, Count of Schomburg-Lippe, Nostradamus, pharmacist and alchemist known for his prophecies, Andreas Vesalius, the author of the first medical anatomy book based on human rather than animal anatomy. Montpellier is generally considered a young city due to the number of students there. The city attracts them with its mixture of modern art and street culture with a historical heritage. So, students here definitely do not have to get bored. Every year at the end of February, with the support of the mayor of the city and the president of Torque Blanchet's Association of Chefs Jérôme Billion-Morel, the Gastronomic Nights Festival is held here, and not far from Montpellier, the world's best pink oysters are grown, which are traditionally served at the table of French presidents. The University of Valencia, Spain. Thinking about the education in Spain, future students mostly think of such cities as Madrid and Barcelona, and there are worthy universities in other cities as well, and moreover, some of them are located next to the sea. This is the main reason why many foreign students choose this university. It is located in the city that is situated on the Mediterranean coast, and its beaches, Lomo, Varosa and Las Arenas, are the best resort areas in the country. The university was founded in 1499, and today the structure of the university includes colleges, institutes, research centers, schools, clinics, libraries, and total number of which exceeds 100. Students of the university always have something to do after classes, as there are many attractions in Valencia that are recommended for visiting. The City of Arts and Sciences, an architectural complex consisting of 5 faculties on the drained bottom of the Turia River. There are 5 buildings here, among which are the Queen Sofia Palace of the Arts, which houses the Opera House, Cinema, Planetarium, the Prince Philip Science Museum, and Oceanographic Outdoor Park. There is also a bridge whose tower is the largest point in the city, with a height of 125 meters and an indoor space where sporting events and concerts are held. The University of Minho, Portugal, one of the largest and youngest universities of the country, was founded in 1973 and began its academic activities 2 or 3 years after its creation. In 2012, the Times named the university one of the best educational institutions in the world. The university is also famous for its sports training, and in 2018 it was recognized as the most active university in Europe. Students have the opportunity to engage in rock climbing, yoga, dancing, martial arts and other sports. The university buildings are located in Braga and Guimarães. Schools and institutes act as faculties of the university. Each of them has several specialized departments similar to our chairs. Province Minho, where the university is located, is a winemaking region. It is here that Vinho Verde is produced. There are also many calm and green cities, due to which students can always take a break from their studies and rest. For example, you can go through the historical sea town Viana do Castelo, which is the gate to Costa Verde, a green coast. Guys, if you like these universities, give the video a thumbs up. Also, write in the comment section about the universities you'd like to learn more.